And folks, the stream is underway. Welcome to the College Football National Championship here in Atlanta. Beautiful night game as the Washington State Cougars take on the Michigan State Spartans. And both teams are out here getting warmed up, so I guess we do a little pregame talk. This is not the first time these two teams have met. This is actually the third time this season these two teams have played against each other. First game, being a huge win for Washington State. Second game being a little bit closer. We are going to go in a little bit more detail with that later on. We do have a score bug we're going to test out. But a couple of players, I want to talk to here. We got the chance to interview the starting quarterback for Michigan State, Key. He answered some questions. Didn't have really much to say when it came to the strategy. They didn't want to share that. Valid enough. That is something that you should probably keep fairly locked down. When it comes to asking about major improvements since their second loss to this team, he said he believes. Yes, he's not sure what the first game was like for Michigan State, as he was on Washington State for that win before he switched. But he felt good in that second game. It was very close, 2-point win there for Washington State. Going on to the third question we asked, what do you feel you guys need to prepare? He goes, it's just practice. He feels like the team started flourishing, especially putting him as quarterback. Why Michigan State's quarterback may not have been the strongest at the time, but putting Key in just boosted their offense to where they needed it. And what do you think is the most important aspect of your team when it comes to being Washington State? He said, and I respect him so much for saying this, confidence, positivity, and fun are the three things that he listed. Looking at another player who did submit stats and replays, RTC, coming in with 11 sacks thus far, and a defensive line pick 6, which might as well put that up on your screen here with a new system we're testing. You see right here the ball's thrown right to him. Runs that one, gets that one pretty much in the end zone fairly quickly. You watch it. He's on the D line, but he's back a little bit. We'll watch that one more time. I feel like that's an important one to watch. He's on the D line, but he steps back when he sees that running back. Just beautiful reading there by RTC. Could be a key player in this game. We will see in a little bit. I guess we are about 4 minutes from kickoff. Definitely an exciting feeling here. Both teams very excited to get this game underway. Zaycam, if you're asking about trying out for the league, you can join the server. It is in the Roblox college football game. You can check it out there. 4 minutes out from the run out. We are waiting for stuff to get set up here. I am in the press box, so let's talk game predictions, folks. Washington State, coming off. They've beaten this Michigan State team twice. It's almost no question who's going to win this game. When you ask me, there's no question about it. It's Key, RTC, and Michigan State. I hate to say it. I know Washington State fans are going to hate me saying that. I know Washington State's going to hate me saying that. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me saying that. But, you got to look at the numbers. 28-0 that first game. Key leading Washington State that game. Then, Key switches up to Michigan State. The first game out, I believe it was the first game he played. Gets that one 26-24. That is a close game. That is 2 points. That is a field goal away. This Michigan State team has been fired up, getting through their playoffs. Really just driving the right through the playoff. I think they have what it takes to win this. I'm super excited to watch. Super excited to commentate. We are getting ready here for a run out. And folks, it appears Michigan State may be getting ready for a run out in about 2 minutes. Both teams are getting ready here. You look back there, we got Washington State getting ready to run out of that locker room. Michigan State all the way over here on the other side. They might be in their locker room still getting ready. Beautiful day here for the Press Box Sports Network team. Up here in the press box, let me take this off so y'all can take a look at us. A beautiful, beautiful day here. Full press box here at the National Championship. And we are just waiting for some runouts here. At about 8:50, we're expecting to see both teams take the field. Stadium may be a little outdated, but we do not mind. And folks, it is a very, very busy day here in the audience. A couple of people here in the stands. It looks like we got a representative from possibly, I don't even know what school that is. There we go. Folks, looking like we got a great game on our hands today. We're just waiting for both these teams to get fired up and come out of their locker rooms. We are here on the 50. Saying hello from the press box here behind you. Got a couple of VIPs up there in the booth. But yeah, I'm locking my pick in. I have Michigan State over Washington State in a very, very close game. I'm predicting it within 3 points of each other. These streams, folks, could not be possible without the support of National Collegiate. They sponsor our streams. They power them. That's where we post all of our streams. We cannot thank them enough. Washington State's taking the field first by the looks of it. Followed then, getting ready. So very spread out run out. Meaning on the 50. Washington State rocking the all-black uniforms today. Definitely a strong, strong choice. And here they come, the Michigan State Spartans rocking their white uniforms with the green helmets. It looks like we can find him. Might be hiding from us. We are, folks, now about 10 minutes from the kickoff. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think. We're in for a great one tonight. We got a couple streams going on. I mean, feel free to check them out. We definitely love if you are here with us. Definitely advertise our streams. More viewers, the better. Gotta make money somehow. I actually don't make any money. There's Key, the man, the myth, the legend. We interviewed him earlier today. Next season, I am hoping to run a team. So if anyone would like to sponsor, I'm hoping to pick a team myself. I did glaze RTC before the game. He and Key are the only two people who sent me anything, so they are the people who I talked about. They're the only two people who sent me any clips or literally anything. So it's what we're working with here. If you have anything you want me to talk about, feel free to mention it in the comments. Definitely I'll make a comment on it. Take a look at these sidelines over here. Washington State looking a little bit lighter compared to the very busy, well, I guess most of the Michigan State sideline is also Washington State members. I do have to say, unbiased opinion, I think these Spartan uniforms are clean. I very much like them. I like the all-black Washington State uniforms, but these all-black Michigan State uniforms, in my eyes, are just very, very tough. It looks like we're getting ready for a coin toss out here. Captains are out. We have Megatron and Fort Kyle representing the Washington State side, and appears we don't have anyone currently for the Michigan State side. Just waiting on that. We are about 7 minutes from kickoff as the Cougars and the Spartans get ready to kick this one off. Folks, definitely an exciting day. We've waited a long time to get to this game. I mean, we've seen these two teams play. If you missed it earlier, I'll say it again. Now that we are on the main screen, I can pull this up. Let's take a look at these past two games. I mean, you see that first one up there, 28-0. Definitely a hard loss for the Spartans. But do remember that Key, the starting quarterback for the Spartans this game and the last game they played against them, was starting for the Cougars that first week, hence the blowout. The next game, 26-24, you may remember it from this network right here. We streamed it. It was the first game I streamed for the league. Definitely a close game. I mean, within 2 points right there at the end of it. That was Key's first game out as a Spartan with the Cougars not having him. I mean, he was a key player there in that first game. Sorry, I fumbled my words there a little bit. But, I mean, could we see the Spartans finally take this over the Cougars? I mean, the Cougars have had a very strong season. I'm not denying that. They are definitely the favorite team here. But, I mean, you look at game picks, it is a 61-40 odd that Washington State will be taking this one. But, I mean, you got to look at these stats. You got to look at the stats. That's what matters. Nothing matters more than the stats. And the fact that Washington State and Michigan State were so close after the Key transfer makes me think that maybe, just maybe, this Michigan State team has a real shot at this one. We're going to recenter our camera here, folks, to get a better angle. We will head on back to the game logo. Folks, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes between kickoff and the start of this one, folks. The last game here of the season. I mean, let's take a look back at these playoff runs. Washington State, I could not find the final score of that one. Michigan State dominating the Wolverines last week, 6-30. Definitely a very strong win there for the Spartans. Strong one to come into this game on. And they're going to need that momentum. They're going to need to keep that momentum. A game that they were favored to win that game, but there was definitely a question of if they could. They dominated it. Going back one more week, week 14, the Washington State Cougars shutting out the Seminoles, which prior to that game were ranked 8th. When you look at the Spartans game, it's a little less satisfying, a 28-12 win over the number 7 Cardinals. So, I mean, definitely a stronger showing here by Washington State, being a slightly lower-ranked team than that of the Spartans, but definitely having a much stronger game. Then we're going to look back a little bit more at week 13. If it wants to show scores for us, it might not be showing scores. It appears we are missing a couple scores. And actually, I'm missing a lot of scores week 13, so I cannot really report on that. We look back, week 12, we did stream the Washington State game, if you want to go look at that one. It was a 34-0 win against Air Force. And then you look at Michigan State, 42-0 against Clemson. Air Force, by the end of the season, was ranked 11. Clemson ranked 6 at the end of the season, so a powerful win there by Michigan State. I truly think this game could go either way. We are about 3 minutes from kickoff. Counting down here. We're real excited. 3 minutes to go until the kickoff of the national championship. It is a late night here. And we are hoping for a great game. And it appears we might have some players bugging out on us. And folks, we are just getting some final things checked off the list here, and we will get this game going. They're waiting. Here's Washington State will be repping Big Blue Heads for this game. We'll see how that goes for them. Just one more minute until kickoff, and then hopefully server may be locked. If you got kicked, it means you were not approved to be there. They're kind of being strict on that this year by the looks of it. We are, one more minute. We're just waiting for this one. Washington State's got these big blue heads on. We'll see how that goes. Server should be locked by now. And it appears to be a slightly delayed kickoff, folks. You all know how it is. We never start on time here. But maybe we'll start within 5 minutes. We'll see. We will see with this one. Here's Wyatt is in game. Wyatt may be refereeing for us today. So that is exciting. Server should be locked, unfortunately. And Washington State is refusing to remove the blue heads. There we go. They are removing them. Washington State getting a little bit finicky here on the sidelines. Definitely not. They're not respecting the streamers. They're not respecting really anyone right now. So streamers are just asking. Remove the heads. We want some good quality here. We are waiting for the game to kick off. It is 9:02. 2 minutes behind schedule. Michigan State's getting a little restless over there on the sidelines. They are definitely wanting to get this going. But they're not. It looks like we might have been delayed until 9:10. So, fortunately, we are slightly delayed here, folks. Let me know in the comments what you need me to talk about, all that stuff. Scorebug should be fully operational. It appears one of the players is not available. He's on his way home. So we will see what happens there. Definitely not ideal. And they're kicking off at 05. That is the decision. They're kicking off at 05. We're keeping an eye on this. I mean, it's been bad luck for us all season, folks. We've been getting delayed. Our first game ran on time, and that's about it. I am flying around trying to see. It appears Key is already on the sidelines. He's getting stuff warmed up. Do not know who's set back to kick it away first. J-Rob, I can't really show the game. They're not doing anything. We're kind of just in a waiting game. I guess I'll flash the screen a little bit. This is what we're looking at. They're saying kickoff is in about a minute. We'll see how truthful that is. You see the press box gang up there. Well, hello from the press box. Multiple streamers up here, multiple scorebug operators. Definitely an exciting group to be a part of. Waving with my little clipboard. Folks, it is an honor and a privilege to be able to stream this game for you. We're just kind of waiting. It is a bit of a waiting game right now for other people saying, can you show the game? Isn't much. Actually, here it is. It appears Washington State will get the ball first. And number 70 back to kick it away. He gets that one pretty far. Looks like that's going to go. Far enough. Maybe not. Looks like they stopped the game. Here's number 6 and number 9, ironically, are set back to receive it for Washington. Let me know who you guys are supporting in the comments. Michigan State or the favored champions, Washington State. So we're even more delayed. I'm not sure why. And we are going to go back to our little title screen by the looks of it and just kind of wait this one out for you, folks. Still delayed thus far. Fans of all shapes and sizes here today. Remember to keep things PG in the chat. Be respectful to each other. It's important. I am unsure what the delay is over. Washington State went back into or Michigan State went back into the locker room briefly. Could be a Washington State issue. I will show the game. There is no game to show you right now. If you're listening to the stream, there is no game. I'll flash it again. There is no game right now. We're just kind of at a waiting game. Hoping to start soon. For anyone who didn't already hear, Texas A&M in the real world took down Arkansas. Folks, again, I cannot show the game if there's not a game to show. 223, they have locked to the server. They only want to select about media in there. That's why we have so many streams running today, so the most people can view these games. It being a big game, it looks like they pulled all of Washington State out onto the field. And I will get back to you on the delay to try to figure out what's going on. I am very unsure what's happening right now. And it appears Ren got kicked from the game, our scoreboard operator. Actually, no, he did not. He is still here. Oh, I'm just as impatient as this as you guys. I really want to get this game going. It is not going. This is quite frustrating, folks. We were hoping for a 9 o'clock kickoff. Looks like we're not getting a 9 o'clock. Probably not getting a... It looks like they're going to start it at 10. And they're not going to stop it again. Not sure what the problem was, but it started the first time there was a problem with the game, causing them to have to restart. Folks, I am going to try to use some game audio. It's a little bit quieter. So it's on in the background. Yeah, no, you cannot join the server and watch. I'm going to start showing the field. And here we go, actually. Finally getting underway. Number 11 now back to kick away. 10-minute delay. We do apologize about that. Kick is up. Into the end zone. We're going to bring that up to their 20. Washington State starts with the ball. 5 back in the quarterback. It looks like we're going to be getting position 7 up. Now we just have more waiting. I'll turn it down even more, J-Rob. Is this... If I do that with the game volume, can you still hopefully hear it a little bit? You should be able to hear it a little bit in the background, hopefully not too much. You know, Washington State. Shockingly. "36 seconds to go in the play clock." And here we go. Looks like we are new playing it. We're going to get this one underway here. 6 to play. First quarter. Washington State with the ball. He takes the snap. Dropping back into his own end zone. Going to dart that one short. Going to be completed. Looks like he connected with number 0 on the play. Bring up a second down. Good forward motion. Getting that ball forward. The first play, especially on a short pass like that, you're going to bring up a second and 4, I believe. They're going to run that one. Not getting much. Still getting that ball forward, but not nearly as much as they hoped it was. Now that we have a Stadium Pulse, is the audio still okay? Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh, shoot. Sorry, we had a camera bug. Taking the snap. He's back in his own end zone. He lobs one up. And that'll be complete on the sideline. He gets taken down at about the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Washington State. And Washington State appears to be in an interesting formation. Not sure how legal it is, but we will find out in a minute. Folks, 26 viewers. I'm not mad about it. Takes the snap, number 5 dropping back on the opposing 35. He lobs one. Well out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Special credits to Ace today for making this title screen. Beautiful title screen, beautiful work. I will tag them in the National Collegiate channel post-game in the credits. I will not take credit for that work. That is 100% on them, and it is a beautiful title screen. We appreciate everything our whole National Collegiate team does to make these streams possible, from running our scoreboards to making our GFX. 3rd down. Washington State dropping back. Almost out of bounds. Lobs one up. And that'll be incomplete. Bring up a 4th down. Washington State, they're going to go for it here. On the 4th and 4. Michigan State hoping to maybe, just maybe, get a stop here. Dropping back. Michigan State got plenty of room between them. Lobs one. And not a man near him to contest it. He's going to hurdle, and that will be good for a Washington State touchdown, bringing us to 6-0 here early on in the first quarter. I mean, just a beautiful throw. You watch this. It's across the field. Beautiful throw. Defender's not quite close enough to break it up. Jumps over number 1 on Michigan, or that number 1 on Michigan State, and just gets that in the end zone. Beautiful play calling, beautiful execution there by the Cougars. Exactly what most people are expecting, exactly what we're expecting early on in this game. Washington State going up early. Takes a snap. That'll be incomplete. Not good for the 2-point conversion. And it appears our score bug may have froze. We will get that data. Actually, it might be good now. And they're going to let that bounce in the end zone. That'll bring up a 1st and 10. Key taking snaps for the first of this game. Snaps 2 by, I believe, number 11, RTC. Michigan State's getting lined up here, hoping to get something going fast. Getting down the field, tying this one up, hopefully at 6s. If not, putting themselves up. We'll see. Folks, for updates on the game, if you're not able to stay the whole time, Cherry will be posting in the National Collegiate channel with updates on drives as they happen. Stay posted there for drive summaries. It looks like Michigan State's just waiting to get set up, and we will get this drive underway. 50 seconds on the play clock. He is getting ready to take a snap here soon, hopefully. Number 13 lined up. Five seconds on the play clock for getting set up, and that's going to be a delay of game call. It's like they weren't able to get situated quite fast enough. Delay of game loss of 5 on that one. That'll bring me 1st and 15 for the Spartans. Key drops it back in his own end zone. Oh, and he's going to get sacked way behind the line. 2nd down and long here for the Spartans. Michigan State, not the way they want to start off this game, especially against Washington State. Once they get going, they're going to get going. We've seen it this year before. Once Washington State, and we have a little bit of a lag spike. There we go. Once Washington State gets going, they're going to keep getting going. Their defensive line has just been, I mean, truly a force to be reckoned with. Key getting mixed up. Taken down again. 3rd and long here for the Spartans. Not how they wanted their first drive to go. They are backed up in their own end zone. Not much to do here other than hope and pray. Can take the snap. Finds a gap in the D. Does he have time to get one out? He does. Pass is connected. And it looks like we are going to have a flag on that play. Michigan State getting that crucial play called back. Folks, that is 3rd and 30. In their end zone, snapping from the yard line. And there, Michigan State's just going to play it safe and punt this one away. A beautiful punt. And that's going to push them all the way back, rolling about the 41-yard line. Number 7 might try to take that back. He is going to pick that up. He's going to get through a couple layers, getting stopped at about the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. About a minute to go here in the first. Score 6-0 Cougars. Washington State having a very, very, very rough first drive, especially with their offensive line letting that much of the defensive line get through. Number 5 dropping back. And he lagged. Huge lag spike causing a major sack. 2nd down and long. 2nd and 30. Similar situation to what Michigan State was earlier. He completes that over the middle. Breaking 1 tackle. Does not break the 2nd, but gets great yardage, getting them back to almost where they started. That'll bring them a 3rd down and call it about 16. Taking the snap. Michigan State hoping to get a big stop here. A stop here could put them back on track to where they were. Oh, he trucks 1 defender. RTC coming up. Gets the ball out. And he's going to connect with number 9. 1st down. 10 past their 20. Throwing into pretty big coverage there. Getting it through, though. Getting the 1st down. Crucial play there by Washington State. Hoping to see them make some more of those big plays as the game continues. Throws one. Behind the line of scrimmage. Can't take him down. He's going to get that past the line of scrimmage. Almost a 1st down. He's going to be just shy. I'll bring up a 2nd and extremely short situation. Takes the snap. He's dropping back. Throws 1 downfield. And that's going to get batted down by the Michigan State defenders. 3rd down and 1. Folks, 32 viewers, most we've had in a stream. Thank you for that. And they're going to rush that, try to get the 1st down. He'll get the 1st and possibly more. And he's going to get the touchdown, running that one in for a touchdown. Number 5, the quarterback. Washington State going up 12-0 here early on in the second. I mean, a beautiful play. Just breaks through this first defender, trucks him, jukes the second one out, gets it in the end zone. Just a beautiful play. Beautiful. He recognized the gap. He took the gap. We need more quarterbacks like that in the league. It looks like he might be stuck there, I guess. We need more quarterbacks to recognize these holes. It's going to prevent sacks. I mean, you look at that. He sees these holes. He's going for them. Dropping back. And again, too high. Gets batted down by the Michigan State defense. And they're 0 for 2 now on 2-point conversions. Kick is up. That bounce in the end zone, bring up a 1st and 10 lead, Michigan State 20-yard line. Michigan State hoping to have a much more successful drive. They were here just a couple minutes ago, and it did not go as planned. Getting sacked all the way back, plus penalties, putting them pretty much on their goal line, putting them in a real tough situation, and were unable to convert it. I mean, they tried to convert it. We saw them get the first down, but a penalty at the end of the day calls them back. Definitely, I mean, not how you want to get called back. Pulling them back all the way to their 1-yard line. And just at that point, you got to punt it. They had to call the punt at that point. Too far back in their own territory. Too risky early in the game. Still down, though. By the same they would have been if they probably wouldn't have punted. It looks like Key might be out. Never mind. No, he's staying in the pocket. We are waiting on the snap. $30 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, dropping back. Batted down. Might be a fumble. Could be a possible loose ball situation here. Fumbles again. Michigan State gets it back. Definitely a tense play there. I mean, a gain of yards is a gain of yards, but that's not how you want to gain yards. It looks like he dropped the ball after getting hit. Possibly another player picking it up. Dropping it again. Finally getting picked up and taken down just across the line of scrimmage. He's scrambling out, and he gets sacked again. He cannot catch a break. This Washington State defense is just not giving him a break. He hoping to get something downfield. Michigan State's running a weird and they snap it to a lineman. He is back in his own end zone. Throw it short. He's going to be good for the first and more. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to go all the way. Never mind. He's going to get stopped just past the 15. Call it the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. And a very strong play and a necessary play to get this game back on track for the Spartans. He identifying, and it looks like they snapped that directly to a running back. It'll be a gain of a couple on that play, 2nd down. Faked my camera out. I mean, definitely a key play here for the Spartans. Getting that ball downfield is exactly what they needed to get this game back on track. Key looking to put one in the end zone. Overthrowing his receiver, might have slipped through the hand. They'll bring a 3rd down. He takes the snap, scrambling out to his right, trying to get away from this defensive line. Can he catch a break? No, he cannot. Oh, he finds a gap, lobs one up, too high, incomplete. 4th down. And if I'm Michigan here, I might take that 3. It's early enough in the game. I think 3 points is just going to... It looks like Michigan State's not going to go for that 3. They want it all. He takes the snap. Washington State rushes from all sides, pinches him. And it's overthrown. Turnover on downs. Washington State will get it on their own 10-yard line. Could have been a great drive. Could have ended in 3 if you're, Michigan State. You could have had 3 there. Oh, shoot. Could have had 3 there. He gets that past the line of scrimmage. He'll get taken down, second down. You could have had 3 there pretty easily. Going for it. Yeah, a bit risky. Could have turned out well, but didn't turn out well enough. We have a second down here for the Cougars. Cougars looking to end this one early. He's pinched in his own end zone. It's deflected. Almost a loose ball. Not quite. Michigan State was going after it for a second. He takes the snap. He's going to scramble that. He will be good for the first. And he will get not much more, bringing up a first and 10 on the 22.5-yard line. Beautiful snap. Pressure. He's going to get taken down on his own 1-yard line. Washington State pushed back. Crucial play there for Michigan State. This Michigan State defensive line is starting to warm up by the looks of it. And, it looks like Washington State's going to just punt it away. They're not even going to try. And it's fielded by number 7. And that'll be good across the 50. And Michigan State's going to come back out here to try to get something on in the end zone or through the uprights. But a minute to go here in the first half, folks. Low-scoring game, 12-0 here. Cougars are up. And Key is going to get sacked yet again. Getting sacked yet again. Not what they were looking for, but, what happened at the end of the day. Key's scrambling out. This D-line has been relentless on him. Can he get something through? He's going to get sacked again. It didn't even look like that player touched him. So there are Michigan State hoping to get something on the board here before the half. His line not protecting him as much as he would like. Pinned, lobs one, picked off. Washington State getting a pick there. There's going to be a flag in the play, but it does not matter. He's throwing into heavy coverage here. You see it. Defender almost didn't even need to try to catch that. He just, right place at the right time. And Washington State probably going to try to run this clock out to the half. Minute 5 to go here. And folks, regardless of what I was saying earlier, this Michigan State team is not looking the same as they did early on in the season. And they snap it directly out to a running back who runs it, trying to get it across the 50, which he does, gets it past the first down. He's getting something. Gets it just across the 50, that'll bring up a first and 10. Takes the snap. Throws one short. And that'll be good. Second down. Good for a second down. Gain of a few on that one. Called second and 2. Takes the snap. dropping back. Not nearly as close of a game as we were hoping for so far. And that's going to get broken up by the defenders. 3rd and 2. Darting out to his right, he's getting pushed back by the D-line. He's a little bit spread out and throws into a wide open man. He's going to get taken down within 10 of the goal line. 1st and 10, Washington State. About 5 seconds to go here in the quarter, and Washington State's going to call a timeout. You're already up 12. Do you go for another score before the half? Or, I mean, do you just go in? I personally would probably go for the other score. I'd get a field goal. I'd honestly kick a field goal right now, just putting them up. A 3-score game at that point. You're up 15. It's better than being up 12, but it looks like they're going to try to go for 6. And it's lobbed. Picked off Michigan State. There is a flag on the play. And the clock expires, bringing us to halftime. Folks, 12-0. Michigan State gets the ball at the half. Can they rally? Get something going here. It's not impossible, but if they play like they have been playing, it's not favorable. I would say they're going to take that one out, try to get it past the 20. They have not had luck with the 20. He gets it past the 20. He's past the 25. Worth taking it out. He's going to get it past the 30. Get it just past the 30 to the 31. It'll be a 1st and 10 on their own 31. Better field position than they've had in the past. RTC set to snap it. 2 Key. Been a great quarterback pretty much all season. This game being a little bit more rough. This Washington State defense being all over him. Scrambling back, just trying to get a throw out. He throws one, picked off by Washington State. And it's going to be incomplete by the looks of it. He stepped out. He's saved by the out-of-bounds line right there. These Washington State receivers just cannot get open. And it's causing Key to have to spend... And that's picked off by Washington State. 1st and 10 Washington State on the 42-yard line. He tries to throw a dart right over the middle. But Washington State's right there to get it. First and 10 for the Cougars. And Washington State, breaks 2 tackles. He's going to get the first and then a little bit. Call it 1st and 10 on their own 26. Or no, on the Michigan State 26. They're going to punch in another 6 here. Maybe getting 7 or 8 on the board, depending on what they go for. Lobs one. And that looks like it may have been picked off in the end zone. No, it looks like it's caught in the end zone. That was a weird situation. Touchdown for the Cougars. And there's not going to be really a replay for that one because he just snapped into the end zone. Putting them up 18-0. Michigan State's got to get something going. We're getting to the point, we're getting late in the game. You get much later, you're not going to be able to get anything going. It's going to be too late. They're going to have to score pretty much every drive at this point and hope Washington State doesn't try to run that clock. Takes the snap. Washington State finally converting for a 2-point conversion. That is their first successful of the game. Washington State set back to kick it away. Kick is up. It is a beautiful one. And they're going to let that one hit the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20. They take the snap. Looks like a missed snap. We're going to replay that one first down. And 10. They snap to the running back. Hurdles the defender. He gets a couple yards on that. Good for a second down. Michigan State passing game has just not been going today. Just hasn't been able to get much going. This defensive line is just getting on him. Say it every drive, but you see it every drive. He's going to take it, run it. He's going to get knocked out of bounds pretty hard. Looks 2 yards, maybe 3 yards shy. Taking a third down. And he swarmed by defenders. Cannot hold a pocket. Lobs one out of bounds. I mean, the pocket's just collapsing for him. He cannot hold that pocket. So we've got a flag on that play. Fourth down and 3 for these Spartans. Takes the snap. Defender dies by the looks of it for a second. He gets stuck. And he's taken down behind the line. That's going to be first down and 10 Washington State. And Washington State, folks, just dominating pretty much this entire time. And I truly think it's a combination of that their defensive line is just so strong this game. And the Michigan State offensive line is just not competing. Key is working with so much little time in the pocket before it collapses. He's having to scramble all over the field. By the time he gets anywhere, he's having to throw the ball away or take a sack. It's not looking good for Michigan State. Their defense has not been able to get much else either, allowing for 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. And the ball is deflected by the looks of it, but he gets it to a receiver, and the receiver is going to get that to the 5-yard line, and he's going to be in for a Washington State 4th touchdown. And folks, it is looking, we're about halfway through the third. It's not looking good for Michigan State. He just finds that man. It looks like someone actually, just like it was not a powerful throw. Gets it past a bunch of defenders. Those 2 defenders collided with each other there. Great pass blocking and just beautiful execution. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Washington State special. Folks, it looks like we know who are, and they're going to lob that one up. Incomplete. Looks like a Michigan State player was able to get his hands on. And folks, it looks like we might know who our national champions are before it's announced. We all saw it coming. Could be Washington State. Michigan State still got about 9 minutes to go, though. 9 minutes to make a comeback. Is it possible? We will find out. Or at least get something on the board. I mean, this is humiliating for them if they can't get at least something on the board. Key trying to work with the little time he has. Washington State's fast defenders on him like that, but he gets it through to number 6. He's going to get that to the 45. The 50 gets it to the 45, 40. 35 breaks a tackle, doesn't break a tackle, gets tripped up, gets it just past the 35, called 34-yard line, first and 10 for the Spartans, getting great yardage finally after a great pass by Key. Key takes the snap, trying to use what time he has. He's going to get taken down, almost back on the 50, called the 49. Second down. Takes the snap. And a beautiful pass. Gets Cuts a little bit off their distance to go. Still going to be third and long. And at this point, they're looking to get this first, looking to get something in the end zone. Just anything to get maybe hopes of a comeback in the back of their mind. And it looks like the D-line fell apart there for a little bit, buying Key a little bit of time. He's going to get snuck up on, though, from the back. And that'll bring up a fourth and long. Spartans, not much of a choice here. Got to go for it. A little bit long to kick a field goal. Their best bet at this point is to go for it. Takes the snap. Looking for someone. Darts one. Heavy coverage. He gets the first down. First and 10. Spartans past the 25 on the 21-yard line. And they are getting some motivation to get something going here. Converting on a crucial fourth and long situation. Is it too late in the game for them to get something going? I'm not sure. Still a whole quarter left to play, folks. And he gets that. He's going to get that past multiple defenders. He's going to get a first down and more. About 1 yard to go here until the end zone. I mean, Michigan State, and he's going to get stuffed behind the lines. Second minute. Michigan State has 6 minutes to work with here, folks. 6 minutes to come back 20-something points. He's dropping way back. Throwing the back of the end zone. So they're going to cut that one out of bounds. Not going to count that one, but another could have been a pick. 26 points in 6 minutes. Is it possible? And it's picked off. He's at the 25. He's taken down just shy of the 30, folks. And I mean, reading the screenplay flawlessly. A flawless read there. Stadium Pulse getting to Key's head. A flawless read brings up a first and 10 here. And I mean, beautiful pick. A beautiful pick. Takes the snap. Throws one. He's going to get first and more. Gets it past the 50. Stopped just shy of the 45. Call it the 46. First and 10 for the Cougars. And folks, it looks like this game's going to be wrapping itself up pretty soon. I mean, Michigan State coming in here thinking they're ready. They're two very strong games leading into this. I mean, almost beating Washington State earlier in the season. Just 2 points behind them. But, I mean, coming into this game, they just don't know what happened. Running it up the sidelines, he'll get that about to the 20. First and 10. Waiting for the snap. He's in the gun. Back on the 40. The 45. 50. He's going long. 45. 40. He might run it all the way back. He's going to lob one deep into the sidelines. Not a man nearby. Not even a man in screen and frame on that one. That'll bring up a second man for the Cougars. He's back on his 50 yet again. 45, 40, back on the 50. He's going to get majorly sacked there. That'll bring up a third down. "36 people in the stream on my stream, folks. Might be more, might be less, I'm unsure. Thank you for the support. And that's going to get batted down by the Michigan State defenders. Fourth. Oh, it looks like it is going to be complete. Looks like it might have been counted as a fumble. But they are going to go ahead and punt this one away. And he's going to get that out to about the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for these Spartans. You're hoping to get something on the scoreboard. Folks, 4 minutes until we crown the national champion of the Roblox College Football League. Key, no time in the backfield. Lobs one out of bounds, just over their heads of a receiver. Looks like we got a flag on the play. Key scrambles it out, lobs one, gets it across center of the field, just past for a first. And Key takes the snap. He drops back. He's all the way on his 10. No time in the pocket. Tips it. Incomplete. Looks like we're going to have a second down, third down, second down, third down, second down, second down and 10. Takes the snap. And he's going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage, 3rd and long. 3 to go here in the final quarter of play. Lobs one. He finds a man. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's going to get taken down just past the 40. Call it the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. And it looks like we're going to have a flag on that play. That'll bring him back. Michigan State on these crucial plays, I mean, they've had some penalties. I think this might be the 2nd or 3rd time on one of these big plays they've had a penalty bring all the way back. I mean, you play like that, you're not going to win. And he's slammed in the backfield. He's going to get free, though, buying himself some time. Gets a pass, gets a first and 10 for these Spartans. And I mean, this offensive line has just been letting too much through today. It's very much showing. I don't know if the offensive line is struggling or and that's going to get picked off. Washington State picks that one off, and that, folks, I mean, it's been done, but it looks like that'll about do it. He picks that one off at the goal line. It looks like he didn't even know he picked it off. Yeah, he didn't even know he picked it off. I mean, this offensive line, folks, they're letting everything through. Everything through. It's like water. Pulling your hand out and seeing if water can get through it. Water's getting through it. Not good. If you are a Spartan or a Spartan fan, trying to get a sack here. Looks like they can't even get a sack. Get them in front of the line of scrimmage. Go foul. Probably about 2nd and 6 on that one. And Washington State showing that they are in charge. They're expecting a lot from them next season. Assuming they're going to have a fairly similar team. That's almost picked off by the Spartans. Will they go back-to-back? Will they come back next season and win it? Or will this team not stay together? Kind of excited to see where that goes. They've been a force to be reckoned with all year. A perfect season, folks. And that's going to get batted down, folks. And we are just 1 minute and 6 seconds away from a perfect season. Stick around post-game for the trophy presentation ceremony. We will say a couple of words before we end the stream for the season. And batted down again by Michigan State. And they're going to get the ball at their 10-yard line. First and 10. Michigan State. They can get a first. They get about an inch. And with their luck, they'll get that first. And that's all they'll get. But we'll see if they can get something. They get it to a running back who's going to run into his own lineman. They get a couple yards on that one. First and 10. Second down. Call it about 8. And it appears Michigan State will be using the first of their timeout. 53 seconds to go. Waiting for the snap. The snap is fumbled. They knew play it. Picked off yet again. Key throwing multiple interceptions in this game, and it is picked off yet again. And will Washington State go for one more, or will they just run this clock out? They got about 2 snaps left before they can just run this one out. He's going to get sacked there. Going to bring up a second down. One more snap, folks, and it is running out the clock time. It looks like they're going to call a timeout. It looks like Washington State is going to get that brought back up to a second and 10. Washington State's not going to run the clock. They're going to pass that. Good for a large game. First and 10 just before the 50. 20 seconds to go. Looks like your final score, folks, will be around 26-0. Stay tuned for after the game for a quick trophy presentation, assuming that the stadium doesn't freak out. Picked off by Michigan State. Looks like there might be a flag on the play. Michigan State will get the ball, though. I mean, it was thrown. You watch the replay here. Pretty much directly to the Michigan State player. And we are just waiting here for the clock to wind down, folks. Michigan State took what I said to heart. Not Michigan State. Washington State took what I said to heart about them earlier, and they showed me who's boss. And I'm impressed. Washington State, congratulations on a great season. 2 seconds to go here, folks. And this is the last play of the game. Key looking to get something on his resume for the game. Just lobs one deep. Throwing yet another pick, folks. And folks, on behalf of everyone up here in the press box, it looks like I'm no longer up in the press box, but that's all right. Congratulations to Michigan State on a fairly good run, but most importantly, congratulations to Washington State on an impressive undefeated season. Looks like we got a little bit of a celebration here. Weird looking fireworks. Well, that's a weird way to celebrate your win. Well, folks, we wait for hopefully whatever's happening to calm down and we get a trophy for the presentation. Let's take a look at a couple stats. Congratulations to Washington State on completing an undefeated season. Player of the game, folks, appears to be Washington State's quarterback. Washington State's quarterback, 14 for 25 today. 279 yards compared to Key's 165. Strong win here for the Washington State Cougars. And they have much to celebrate. Folks, on behalf of the entire National Collegiate Team and Pressbox Sports Network, we thank you for a very, very successful season. This was our first season airing these, so we thank you for tuning in and enjoying them. Until next season, signing off for now. Congratulations to Washington State. Better luck next time to Michigan State. We will see you all next season here on Pressbox Sports Network.